everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Pokeshop BST podcast. We are joined, as always, with Woody, the owner of the Pokeshop and Missing No Games, and Goosephone, Pokemon expert extraordinaire. And my name is Homero behind the cameras. And the segment we always start off on is the news. And the first thing in the news is starting June 1st, Pokemon XY, Kalos Quest, and XYZ will be available to stream on Netflix.
Nice.
So that's exciting.
Those are overrated seasons.
Overrated.
They're so overrated. They're good, but my God, does the community not shut up about it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they won't let anyone else have a different favorite season other than X and Y.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's hypocritical because I'm cosplaying Serena right now.
That's true.
But like, they're good, but like, my God. Please be quiet.
Please be quiet.
Well, I don't think that you're going to not hear about it for a while because we got a few weeks leading up to it, and then everyone will talk about those seasons.
They used to
until
be
they're
on
done watching them.
Netflix too. They took them off of Netflix. They had Sun and Moon, and they had XY, but now XY is on Hulu.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then bringing
It'll
it
come
back
to Netflix.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with all the different streaming
Yeah,
services.
I don't have
use
time.
any of them.
We just need just one Pokemon.
Yeah, just one Pokemon
Series per.
just streaming service.
We
Oh,
used
I
to
see.
have
Yeah.
a thing called Pokemon TV,
Uh-huh.
and even that they would rotate stuff in and out, so you could never like watch all of one. Well, I mean, they would have all of one season and then rotate it out before anyone could finish it.
Oh, for sure.
And then they got rid of the whole Pokemon TV app. So
Completely.
yeah, now you're just the best way to watch it is Amazon Prime Video has the most Pokemon episodes, and they have a $2 a month Pokemon subscription.
Oh, okay.
But even still, then that's not everything. It's just most of it.
And that's on top of having to have Amazon Prime
Yes,
already. Yeah.
exactly.
Well, if you like X and Y, which sounds like a lot of people do, you can look forward to that being on Netflix. The next piece of news is over the weekend was regionals in the Netherlands, in Utrecht, Netherlands, where they have more bicycles than people.
Wow.
4 million more bicycles than people in the city.
And this is just regular bicycles, or is it like motorized?
No, regular bikes. Everyone bikes
Okay.
everywhere. So here's the stats for day 2. Dragapult at 18%, Gardevoir at 17%, and then Raging Bolt at 13%. So that's almost like the second deck because Gardevoir and Dragapult have been tied for forever now. And then Miraidon Pikachu, then Goldango Dragapult made a showing, and then Eevee Box was 5% in day 2.
Wow.
So that was your day 2. And the top 8, starting at number 8, was Dragapult, Gardevoir. Then there was Charizard Dragapult, which was pretty sweet. That sounds
That's
fun.
both of them together.
Yeah, and then I was happy to see Enzbox in the top 8. That deck is sweet. And then the top 4 is Dragapult, Raging Bolt, Dragapult. And the finals was, of course, Dragapult versus Dragapult.
Wow.
And the winner then obviously is Dragapult EX is the winner because it's mirror match for the finals. And the winner's name was Joa Vigna.
Okay.
So
European, yeah.
Yep. So Dragapult EX took it down over the weekend, and we will have to see through this next. Portland is in on the 24th and 25th, so this next weekend, and there will not be Destined Rivals legal yet because it's 2 weeks after release date, which is the 30th, so it's not even out yet actually. So we have to do this meta one more time at least, and then we will see if Destined Rivals has anything that can challenge Dragapult for number 1 out the gate. But it might take some time. Some decks take some time to get brewed up.
I think the next event that Destined Rivals might be legal in is probably NAIC, which is mid-June.
It's like the 12th to the 14th of June.
Yeah, so I think NAIC might see Destined Rivals.
I believe they will.
Right. It should land on that weekend where it becomes legal. So, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. So for the deck makers out there, you got some time, and then you got a big theater to show it off in.
Oh,
At NAIC,
100%, yeah.
And then in Pokemon Go news, Pokemon Go Fest is happening in Jersey City from June 6th to the 8th. And that will also be on Twitch stream from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. So even if you can't go there, obviously you can watch.
Nice.
For you Pokemon Go fans out there.
I've never been to a Go Fest. I've always wanted to. If they have one in Chicago, I would love to go, but I just can't really rationalize like buying a plane ticket to go play Pokemon Go
Yeah,
somewhere.
right. Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
I just can't really rationalize that in my mind.
I think a lot of people have done that though, traveled all
Yeah,
around the
many
world.
people have.
Yeah, for the special events.
There might be
and
like a special Pokemon available during the event or something like that.
I think there probably will be.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You would assume, yeah.
I know
And-
they're getting Urshifu now too.
Cool. So the next piece of news is for the store more so, and it's about the giveaway. So we have giveaways going on every platform that we post videos on, and they all have a ton of entries, and a bunch of people have followed. Many people have followed, thousands. So thank you for the follows and subscriptions and all the comments. But the most important piece of news is that there have been fake accounts selecting winners. So do not answer any messages from the accounts. They obviously look pretty fake. But we are not going to message you in order to announce the winner. We are going to post a video and you will have to message us.
Correct. Yeah, we're not gonna ask you guys for any personal information. We're not gonna ask you guys to click in any links. So if there's any accounts that are similar to our names that are asking you for this personal information or to click on any links, please do not. Just auto block them. Reach out to us, and we can try to take care of that. But like Homero said, we are announcing the winners May 30th via a whole nother video. So if anyone is claiming you're the winner, it's probably fake. So
Yep.
That's the safest way to do it, I think, is to do it through a video and have them message us.
right.
Because that way there can't be any fake videos. So
Exactly.
And then how about for YouTube? YouTube doesn't have like a messaging platform. How should the winner from YouTube contact?
Once they see the video, if they're the winner, I would we'll probably just leave our email in the
Okay.
description or something like that. I don't know how we did it for the last one, but the winner got to us pretty quickly. So
Via email?
via email.
Okay,
Yeah.
so YouTube will be through email. You can contact us with your shipping information through email. So the next section is the check-in. And I got this one from the Pokemon broadcast. They asked a lot of the players there one of the weeks at regionals, how do you find balance between your passions and your overall well-being?
Goose, you
you
want to
gotta
go?
you gotta put the right amount of time into each. Like if you put too much time into your passions, you can get burnt out pretty easily. And you gotta put your overall well-being first. Like make sure if you take medication, you're taking your medication, brush your hair, brush your teeth, go outside some every day, have some social life, be with family, and all those good things come before, I guess, Pokemon would be the passion. But it's Pokemon is also with you at all the time.
Yeah.
There's Pokemon
Yeah.
sleep even, it can be a part of your well-being.
Sure.
So there's balance in that as well.
For me, it's the complete opposite because I'm a business owner. I'm constantly working all the time. I'm finding myself nowadays, like in this present time, stepping back a little bit more and getting away from the shop or just business in general, and doing some of my other hobbies that I always enjoyed growing up. So I was like Goose said, you just don't want to get burnt out too much at the same, finding a good balance between all of your passions and your health and your mental state and all that. So
Yeah, there's also a Pokemon toothbrushing app.
Yeah, Pokemon Smile.
Uh-huh.
Really? They have
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
That's a good one for kids, especially, I imagine. And I think a lot of the players answered that if they weren't having fun, like grinding it out for regionals or a big
Mhm.
tournament, then they knew it was too much. Once they were stopped having fun, then that's how they knew it was too much.
Sure, sure.
So the next section is hashtag not financial advice. And for this one, the term that I'm using that I'm going to highlight is retrospect bias or retrospective bias. And that's based on the TCG Player Movers and Shakers article that comes out every week. I feel like once you see a certain set, singles from a certain set jump up, it makes all the readers, like 99% of the readers, are going to be like, well, I knew that was going to happen. But if everyone knew that was going to happen, you would have bought the cards.
Sure, sure.
Exactly.
So the moral of the story is that you don't know what's going to happen. Seeing the data after the fact doesn't count. So what do you think about speculating on singles?
See, it's a really tough subject because like you said, if everybody knew what the next hot thing was, everybody be loading up, everybody be rich at this point, right? And that's what's kind of fun about Pokemon is you just really don't know. You just gotta collect what you like, and maybe 2, 3, 5, 10 years down the road, you can look back like, wow, my collection has gone up X amount, or wow, like my cards haven't gone up any bit at all, you know what I mean? So that's the fun thing about it. And I tell a lot of my customers all the time, especially the younger ones, like just collect what you like. Collect what you like, and who knows, you're like 10, 15 years down the road, hey, you might have a nice little, little gold mine of a collection, but at the same time, have fun. I would say have fun.
I think prices are most likely to change like in the first, I guess, month or so of something coming out, and then followed by that like years after. Like once the price is established in the market for how many of that single are out there, it stays a little bit stagnant, still can fluctuate, but that's why most people never sell anything as the very first. Like if you just rip open a brand new set and you get the big chase card on there, some people just eBay auction it and see what it's worth, and that's how
Right.
stuff gets determined. So until a few people have done that, you don't really know how much something is worth.
Right.
Definitely. So the other part of not financial advice I have here is I sent you guys a picture of the simplified Chinese Mew promo. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
So how much would you guess that card is valued at the moment?
I'm thinking at least $100.
How about for you, Goose?
I was gonna say 200.
100 or 200? All right, I'm going to give you a hint. It is very limited quantity.
Wow.
So there's only 1,510, so 1510 copies of that card printed at all.
In existence? Wow.
So for 10 months out of the year, just March through December, they're giving away 150 copies each month through lottery, but the only way to qualify for the lottery is to do 15 like events, in-person events.
Okay.
During the month. So it's very limited quantities and it takes a lot of effort to get. So the going prices for it at the moment are between like $4,500 and $6,000.
That's
listed.
insane.
Once you elaborated on that,
Yeah.
I
Oh
think,
yeah, for sure. Without knowing that, yeah, I thought like you could just buy a pack and pull it.
Yeah, no.
So it's a promo.
Yep.
And what kind of events are they talking about? Like TCG events,
Yeah,
Go
I think
events, or any Pokemon events?
I didn't see specifics, but you have to do 15 like achievements sort of
that's
during the
nice.
month to get
I
it.
wish they
It's
would
all
do
based on 151.
I
So
see.
they give away 150 copies, and you have to do 15 events.
Oh wow.
And is it only in Chinese?
Yes.
I wish they would do
Simplified
something
Chinese
like that in the
exclusive.
U.S. I guess they might be afraid like it just might get overcrowded
People
because
would.
there's just so many people that are into Pokemon in the States.
Yeah.
It could be like even a small event might turn out to be, a
Definitely.
super big event, showing. So
Yeah. So what do you think about the super limited quantity of cards? Because the next step would be serialized, where they start putting one of 1,000 or one of 500. Like,
I had this conversation with a lot of my peers and a lot of customers. I don't think Pokemon will go that route because they already, even at the rate they're printing cards, they're pretty much printing money already. So I mean, putting the serialized stuff will be cool, but I don't see a need for it. It'd be. I mean, imagine like a one-of-one Charizard or something. People will go crazy, yes, but at the same time, it might just damage the whole economics of things. So
Also, if they decide to print more later,
right,
then that would have to change.
sure.
yeah, it doesn't fit the aesthetic or yeah, it doesn't fit the aesthetic of the cards, I don't think at all. And then it just doesn't fit the like, I don't know what to call, just like the theory behind their marketing or anything like that. They make them accessible
Right.
more than limited.
Or even now with all the printing of Pokemon cards, still not enough, which is crazy.
That's true. There's already
Right.
shortages. You don't really need
Exactly. There's already
serialized.
shortages. Imagine you start printing out like serialized stuff. Yeah, people are gonna go nuts.
Yeah. But I mean, they kind of already started just in a different market. So
Sure,
we'll see. I think they're trying to grow the Chinese market a little bit.
You're
And
right.
they know there's going to be a lot of hype behind there.
Yeah.
Behind a card like that. But we'll see if it comes to America.
Sure.
So the next segment is Pack Battle.
Yeah.
And today we have
Paldean Fates.
someone pulled Bubble Mew in the store right there.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, yeah.
Nice.
Whole family.
Got Grass Energy.
Fighting Tandemouth,
Dedenne.
Paldean Wooper,
Noibat.
Execute,
Kimco.
Monkey,
Ghastly.
Primate.
Charmeleon. Ooh.
Artisan,
Oinkalone.
Lantern.
Camerupt.
I got a shiny Mabostiff,
Nice. I got a Mankey Reverse Hollow.
and I got a Wug Trio.
What trio? Nice.
Nice.
Shiny.
What is mine? I have a Greaver Reverse Hollow.
And I got Rotom
Heat Rotom.
Hollow.
I got a Mimikyu Hollow.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I think Wug Trio takes it.
I think Wug
so.
Trio takes it. The shiny Mabostiff is pretty cool too.
While we're in Pack Battle camera mode, I have a birthday present for Goose.
Let me see.
Happy birthday, Gooseophone.
Thank you so much. I want to see what this is. Oh, it's the Sylveon that I pulled from the pack battle.
Yeah.
It's a Sylveon.
With Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
With Danny Phantom. Yeah, I pulled this. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
I only kept it because I knew your birthday was coming up. So I had something to give you.
Nice.
I think Goose has. We need to start keeping track. I think Goose has won every pack battle so far.
I think so. Man.
I have got the magic touch. What can
I
I
think
say?
so. Girls are just much luckier. I don't know.
And that brings us finally to our final segment. Every episode is hashtag Ask Woody, hashtag Ask Gooseophone. And if you would like to ask a question to Woody or Goose, you can leave a comment with the hashtag Ask Woody or hashtag Ask Gooseophone in the comments, and we will answer your questions on the air. And this one comes from Beastmaster Max, and I'm going to simplify the question a lot down to just one question that is, have you ever had any issues with scalpers?
In the store. Yes. So I mean, back when the market was back in like the beginning of the Scarlet and Violet era, things were kind of slow for Pokemon, right? So I mean, anytime like a hotter item would get released, yeah, people would just come and buy it all up. I mean, the whole whatever we had on the shelves, and who knows? I mean, obviously they open some in store, but most of them they take home, and I don't know what they do with it, but you just gotta assume like, oh, we have so much variety of Pokemon stuff, but these guys are just buying certain product. I mean, obviously the hotter products, um, and buying it all up, and I was as a store, you're like, okay, they bought it with their money, they can do whatever they want with it.
Hmm.
But you just gotta assume like, yeah, they're probably investors or flippers or whatever, and yeah, they're just buying it to resell. But at the same time, as a store, is like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do too. So during like this time of like with the market being crazy, to kind of combat that, you just gotta raise the prices a little bit more so no one's not like buying your whole stash. I mean, if in today's market, like if we had stuff priced out at MSRP or lower, like what we used to have a year ago, we wouldn't have any products on the shelves at all. So, um, but it's a touchy subject. It's a tough market, and we just try to make do with what we have, and every day is a battle for sure.
For sure.
So you just set things a little bit above MSRP, and that normally solves the problem.
Right, right. It kind of deters scalpers from buying up everything, but at the same time, like your normal your normal collector, the downfall is your normal collector might they have to pay that price too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
So
might want to look somewhere else that is doing it for MSRP or
right,
lower.
right. But I guarantee you, not a lot of stores are doing MSRP because if they did, they'll be sold out.
Just the same as retail right now. It would just
Right,
be all gone all the time.
right.
And the hardest pill to swallow is that the market is set by the consumer. So if market price goes up, it's because that's what people are willing to pay. And as a small store, if you make the margin between your price and the market price smaller, like you're saying, it deters people from reselling it. But at the end of the day, the consumer set the market price. So that tidal wave or that wave has to go through from consumers' willingness to pay to stores' willingness to buy from their distributors at higher prices,
Sure,
and
sure.
then has to hit distributors in a way that makes them lower their prices to get rid of their inventory.
Yeah, there's a lot of right now. It's just a crazy time for Pokemon.
It is.
Hopefully, in the future, it'll come back down to normal. Maybe we'll get $100 booster boxes again, but for the time being, you can't even buy any booster boxes for $100 or even $150 from distribution. So it's tough, unless you got a bunch of back stock, which we do not at the moment. But
That can also get solved from the very ends of the supply and demand chain, the supply and the demand. So demand doesn't seem like it's falling off at the moment, but supply could go up drastically in the future. They have to print ahead. I feel like they're getting ready to be printing a lot for 30th anniversary, and that could be keeping back some of the print runs from this section of Scarlet and Violet, because they know that they're going to have to print a ton for 30th. So maybe 30th anniversary will solve that. I feel like Celebrations had a lot of product. There was more than what anyone felt like they needed for Celebrations.
Right. I feel like Pokemon's printing on all max capacity. It's just the demand is just so high right now, that they're not being able to keep up. A lot more investors, a lot more new collectors in general. So I mean, I feel like they've been printing almost the same as what they've been doing, or maybe even more. It's just a lot more demand at this time.
Yeah, it's
right?
like through the roof, obviously, right now.
Right. So I mean,
and that's just in America. I feel like it's pretty much through the roof in many countries as well.
Right. It's just I don't know.
So
I'm not sure. Like I said, like in our earlier segment, if I knew the future, then I will prepare for it. But you just
Never know the future.
yeah, exactly. Even at the beginning of like the spike, back in December, January, earlier this year, we still had surging Sparks boosters for $120. Not even knowing like the market is what is gonna be like today. We were just selling boxes like normal. But surging Sparks, like all the previous Scarlet and Violet sets before surging Sparks, we would have it would last us months. For Surgeon Spark, that weekend we were sold out. That's when we started realizing, like, yeah, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, maybe Pokemon needs to start printing more of these
Right,
for
like
us.
we're gonna have a problem
Because you're getting all that you can.
Exactly right. So I mean, we just gotta see. Hopefully, with the 30th anniversary coming up too, out of 35th, right? No, 30th.
30th, yeah.
30th.
30th. Yeah, we're probably it's probably gonna stay like this for a little while. So
Yep, that's my hope, is that 30th anniversary solves some of the supply issues. But then demand might go up even more because it's like really big anniversary.
Yeah.
So they've been doing a lot of variety packs in some of the premium collection boxes, and that's a lot of times what you get in an anniversary is a variety pack. Those are a lot harder to resell because you only get 1 or 2 packs of different things.
Right.
So that kind of solves it too. But yeah, like you said, it's a huge, touchy subject. So it's all extremely complex systems, and also extremely sensitive because it affects everyone.
Sure.
And if you have any other questions for Woody or Goosephone, that's the only one for this week, you can leave them in the comments and we will answer them on air. And that brings us to the end of the Pokeshop BST podcast, episode 4. So thank you all for subscribing and following our other outlets. That means a lot, and it helps us out a lot here at the channel. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Peace.